Welcome to Bone Town. Today in Bone Town, we're gonna bone. What's her name? What's her face?
Ulyana.
We're gonna bone Ulyana.
The child.
I'm still really confused about that because it doesn't matter. I'm confused because I seem to recall hearing both things where, like, I know she was called a child at some point, but also I feel like at some point.
Well, it says that she's 18.
Yeah, but yes, I don't know.
I
I feel like I remember seeing both. Do not reply because I'm busy. Boning Ulyana. Sorry, I didn't get my mouse glitch to work, so I can't see all the time.
I still want to know what those red eyes or whatever are.
Yeah, it seemed really important. I would guess it has to do with the. Come on now.
This doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't, but right now is when it matters. I have to get my arrow over that leaf. So if I do this, there we go. I can switch between apps and switch back, and I can see where it went. Okay, do not.
No.
Right?
Attempt to take the cutlet.
That's why I always check out loud. Ka-chow. And I know whatever this is, we're gonna skip the balls out of it. So, like we guessed, we probably only missed stuff on the last 2 days.
Yeah, the next one is on day 2, and it's select the canteen on the map as the first or second destination.
Okay, but I'm still gonna ask you again.
Yep, this doesn't matter.
Keep silent. You don't matter. Good luck with your hopes and dreams.
I was surprised that, like, the ending of the Lena ending was probably my favorite ending, although her playthrough was the worst one for sure.
I thought you would have totally liked the Slavia playthrough the most. Come on.
It was my favorite playthrough. And technically, it might be my favorite ending, but it's close. It's like, yeah.
Well, that was a good one. What was the second one? Or, sorry, wait. I'm sorry.
Did you go to the canteen first?
No, was I supposed to? Or I did go to the canteen, as a matter of fact.
Okay, well, then you did it right. The next thing you need to do is lose the tournament to Ulyana.
What was the first day 2 decision? Because I haven't done it yet.
You just did it. You clicked on the canteen.
Oh, geez. I'm glad I didn't mess that up. We need to start all over. Just skip everything now.
Yes, just skip all this garbage.
Jeez, I have a panic attack. What was I complaining about?
Doesn't matter.
It mattered a little bit.
I was saying that I don't know which ending I like best. And
when you said Lena, did you mean Lena? Because I was thinking of Alyssa for some reason, which is not Lena. So
I think Alyssa's ending was the worst.
Okay, well, then you're wrong. My subjective opinion is most important. Lena was my least favorite ending.
Okay.
Mostly because he had eyes, and that was just wrong.
Yeah, that. You know what? You've just swayed me.
This doesn't
Slavia's
matter, right?
was my favorite again.
I have to lose the tournament to her specifically?
Yes, lose the tournament to Ulyana.
Go alone. To Ulyana. All right, do not, because I'm busy.
Doing stuff.
I got doing stuff in persons. All right, this is probably where the decision is. No.
Skip the tutorial.
And lose to
Ulyana. Yes.
All right. I think I selected this before. I don't know.
So this is going to, if you lose the tournament against Ulyana and you select the stage on the map, you'll get a scene with her. So select the stage.
Scene, I'm guessing at the top is the stage. Okay, here we go. This is going to be brand new. The events of the past day.
Is it?
I'm about to find out, but I'm reading this first line as a courtesy. I'm trying my arrow there. The events of the past day kept flashing brightly in my head. That stupid, useless checklist, this foolish tournament. Yep, can't skip it.
Okay.
Tonight I had no intention of doing anything or talking to anybody today. The investigation of my complicated situation was the last thing on the earth that I would do this evening. I headed to the north, at least where I thought it was. It was my habit from my youth to go to the north. What a strange habit.
Did I mention father is a dove? A goose.
Have you heard that song, Baby You're a Firework? It makes me think of the Northern Star and how that's my habit. That's the best I could come up with.
Yeah.
It wasn't even good.
My mother was a duck. Because I go north. Yeah, I don't know.
I thought it was funny because to me it had no bearing on anything.
No,
but I know you're trying to do it.
Their telemetry.
Oh, there it is, the pointer. I like this part of my hometown more than the southern districts. The south sucks. Traveling to the Black Sea resorts was never my thing either. Boundless forests and fields were much closer to me than beaches on the Barkums. Several minutes later, an open-air stage consisting of several wooden benches and the platform appeared before my eyes. I climbed onto the stage. I'm so happy you get to voice the girl. You could participate a tiny bit instead of me doing everybody all day. I mean, I'm going to do everybody, but not until I get to the last girl. So much varied musical equipment, loudspeakers, a microphone stand, even a piano. I imagined the crowd in front of me. Everyone screaming, shouting my name, myself blinded by the spotlights. I imagined I was going to say he's always going to do the guitar thing again, but I guess he is. I imagined a guitar in my hands and attempted to play a long and striking solo. I suppose it looked pretty funny from a stranger's point of view. A weird guy swinging his arms on stage, jumping around like a ape and making faces. I hope no one can see me here. Hey! Piped up from somewhere above.
Nice.
I looked up and saw Ulyana hanging over the beam under the stage ceiling.
And what are you doing here?
I'm just... Denial is obviously futile. You saw it, didn't you? I
Your
said in
penis?
person. And then I pulled my pants up because I was on stage with my pants up. I turned away.
Oh, I see a waste of guitar talent in you.
I said nothing.
Hey, come on, don't frown. It's funny enough.
She giggled. Funny enough, huh? I huffed.
Yeah.
Ulyana answered calmly.
Come up here, dude.
Where to?
To me.
I ain't gonna get up there. Don't even try to convince me. Not that I have a fear of heights. Not that I have a fear of heights. It's just that climbing up there is pointless, isn't it?
Now just get over here.
I felt in my bones that something was going wrong, but still slowly hated her away. When I found myself standing under Ulyana, she cried out,
Catch me.
This is what this picture... excuse me.
Your vagina is invisible.
I had to let you do it because thousands of thoughts flashed through my mind in an instant. The main one was
the longer, like a huge long inhale, like.
How would I catch her? Is it worth trying? What if she dies? What if she breaks my something? Why the hell does this happen to me? That's her own fault. No more fooling around. Wow, what a number of thoughts come and go with a blink of an eye. When sometimes many years are not enough to come up with a single idea. At last, logic and self-preservation instinct won the battle, and I stepped back. You suck. Ulyana let it gently tumble, instantly jumped to her feet and looked at me with offense.
Oh, my, why did you catch me?
You didn't get hurt, I answered, shifting my glance.
What if I did?
But you did it. What's up with you? Watched too many B movies recently?
So you don't like jazz? So you care about me?
Well, in this instance, certainly I do care.
I'm flattered.
Hey, don't get any ideas.
I can't give you forgive for the cards.
And you are not. I had no time to finish the sentence. Ulyana jumped off the stage and vanished into the darkness of the night. Yep, one more childish trick from the silly girl. Sure, I was worrying about her at the moment, as I would for anyone else in her place. After once again crossing Ulyana in my mind, I headed toward my cabin. Now, this is probably a fast-forwardable events.
The next one is, Olga Dmitrievna asked me to help her tonight.
All right, then. Oh, am I supposed to avoid someone else in particular?
It doesn't say.
Okay, well, I hope that didn't screw it up.
Olga Dmitrievna asked me to help her tonight.
All
Yes.
right, let's see what happens now.
The next thing is, who cares? I better keep looking for answers.
Okay. I think I've selected. No, okay.
The next one is, fine, I'll help the sports club.
Fine. I think I remember playing soccer with her for like a quick second or saying I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, you did all this.
Yeah, I remember that.
The next one is, stay and help Ulyana with the cleaning up.
That liquid noise starting and stopping was really funny to me. Right, that's that wonderful scene when she accused me of that.
If you selected all previous choices for day 3, unlock Ulyana's evening scene.
Oh boy, here it comes. Does it stop me? I probably should not refuse her after everything she did for me, but I wasn't made for such activities. Hey,
New picture.
But see, the left is electronic. I'm imagining him. He's doing the button pose.
Yeah.
And that's his dance move. Okay, I don't recognize everybody.
The middle one is Olga Dmitrievna.
What? That's Slavia in the middle.
I know, but the middle one next to her is Olga.
No, that's...
Yeah, it is.
Okay, maybe it is. It
To the
makes
left,
sense. Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense because that's the same dress and shirt. But the person with the guitar, that's got to be the nurse.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. The binders kept on dancing. At least they liked the ball. Olga Dimitrievna danced too. There you go. Because the hat, too. That was a giveaway. I considered
They
that.
finally show both of Slavia's braids, too.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that there two exist.
I still like her the best.
I'm sure you do.
Okay.
I consider that not being appropriate. The leader has to keep her around, especially since she is not 17. Okay.
At least.
Okay, hold on a second.
Wait.
This is probably important.
Wait. Who's not 17?
I don't know. This will show me. Here we go. Olga, I consider it appropriate. The leader has to keep order around, and then it said this, especially since she is not. Okay, the Olga's not 17, meaning she's an adult, meaning she has to be in charge. I think. I don't
get that.
That was confusing. Olga Dmitrievna came over to me as if she felt that someone doubted her professionalism. Where's your hat?
Why are you not dancing?
I don't really want to.
Your choice.
She smiled cunningly.
Then I have the perfect task for you.
You know what this task is?
Probably cleaning some stupid
No, it's
garbage.
Ulyana's bullshit. A task, which is any other activity seem better than dancing. Oh, you were absolutely. Oh no,
You cleaned up the canteen well today, but I think you haven't fully atoned yet.
That's bullshit. There it is. Yep.
Ulyana. What?
We messed up the kitchen together, so we're both punished to participate. Or
Right.
She says, "Come here."
She came over reluctantly. Look how reluctant she is.
Ulyana came over to us reluctantly. Yeah.
She's so reluctant. I see you've had enough dancing for a long time to come.
No, I haven't.
She was sweating like a pig, so it seemed that the leader was right.
I have a task for you in Semyon.
But Olga Dmitrievna,
Ulyana begged.
it's dance time now and it's late.
It won't take much time. Slavia was sorting the books in the library. But hasn't finished.
That's better than us dancing, I
You
guess.
only have a couple of shelves to do.
Are we going to end up dancing at the library?
But
No buts. For goodness At least
For goodness sake.
Ulyana doesn't look like 10 like she did in other drawings.
It changes. It's not super consistent with all these drawings.
She's just really tiny.
That's what I assume. I assume she is a short 18-year-old.
Okay, so here's what I think. I think in Russia, like the legal age is 17, and that's why the translation is 17. But canonically, that's why they write in English they're 18. So it's allowed.
Yeah, that would be.
I don't know. It seems like they're covering their
The
asses
point is,
somehow.
she's legal.
Yes.
In the canonical whatever story.
Yes.
Okay. Geez, this is still the fact
It's
that
uncomfortable, though.
The fact that it's so strenuous at all makes it uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So that's all. All right. I don't like public work, but dancing, I'm ready.
Good job, Semyon. That's my boy, a real pioneer. You should follow his example. Ulyana.
That's my boy, Ulyana. Ulyana didn't appreciate such an example, though.
So do it. The whole camp is relying on you.
I remember this.
She hissed. Alrighty then. The camp in the evening was beautiful. Silence and peace calmed me. And then Ulyana spoke. Only the distant music from the square reminded me that I am not alone here. And Ulyana, who just came back. You could do the cleaning in your dress, though. Oh, I'm surprised she's not still wearing it. I grinned.
This is all your fault.
She breathed heavily, and her face was as red as a tomato, so I wouldn't have been surprised if steam had started coming out of her ears. That's not how it works, but it was still funny.
You know, your fault.
Why me again?
If you only just been quiet.
What would have changed? She'd make us do it anyway.
You.
She wasn't able to speak normally and just hissed. So what if I kept silent? Do you think she would just let you keep on having fun? Ulyana looked at me. She seemed to calm down a bit.
Really, you don't care at all. You don't even dance.
Dance. It's like she went far away. Wait, what happened? So what if I can't?
If you danced with me, it would have been fun.
She returned to her usual childlike mode. I might have, but you see how the things turned out. We won't have a chance to see who is better dancer. Oh, that's
I bet they will dance in the library.
that's what I was like. Are they going to dance at the library? But she's not going to wear her dress if they do. So
This is a new picture.
I was saying, I think it is. What is this? The library at the nighttime specifically. I think we've seen it, just not at nighttime. We approached the library. It was already dark outside.
I like how some of the stars are shining through the house, and then the other
that's
house.
confusing. I
then the
think
tree.
it's reflecting dust in the sky, in the air.
That's the stars. They just didn't.
They're lazy.
Yeah.
I was slightly surprised by Olga It's not capitalized. by Olga Dmitrievna's request, or more like an order to sort the books at night. This is so bizarre. Dude, what if this I want them to dance in the library because you should dance, but it'd be worse and more likely that they do the falling at picture again.
I'd be so happy.
I'd laugh.
Okay, yes.
Let's high five
Yes.
the idea.
Yes.
We get a high five for sure.
It's
if it
gonna
happens.
happen. It's gonna happen. I know it. It's gonna happen now.
But they could subvert our expectations. It is the picture game, but she's on top and you're on the bottom. You're like, whoa!
Yeah. It'd be good.
That'd be funny.
Okay.
There was no light inside. The switch didn't work. I'm pleasantly clicking with every push. It might have actually worked properly, but the lights weren't turning on.
Wait, I'll get the candles.
Candles. Well,
Oh, nice.
like, oh, okay.
Okay, sure. We'll go with that.
I was just about to ask how she knows where the candles and matches are when two small lights appeared on the table next to me.
That's better.
Ulyana said, satisfied with herself. What's next?
What's what next?
She looked at me inquiringly. What will we do next?
How should I know?
She chuckled. Great. I walked around the bookcases. Olga Dmitrievna said something about a couple of shelves. That's incorrect, though. Stop it. Stop it. I touched the books and made sure that there was no dust on them. It looked like somebody did a really good job before us. Having examined the whole library, I didn't find anything to clean. The leader must have made a mistake. Suddenly, I heard footsteps from behind. The old cracked floor was squeaking, so Ulyana wasn't able to sneak up on me unnoticed.
Boo!
I turned around. Oh my God, I'm so scared, please.
Whatever.
She turned away resentfully. It looks really clean in here, so... The dimly illuminated rows of books looked at me reproachfully. Unknown authors from long forgotten years. I wonder if anyone still remembers them. Zhenya must remember. I'm sure that she remembers everything.
Okay, sit down.
Ulyana moved the chair over to me. I sat on it. So, what's next?
Let's tell scary stories to each other. We got 2 chairs and 2 candles. There should be 2 stories, one mine and one yours.
Okay. One day I was sent to a camp, and I was confronted by a horrifying creature.
Yeah.
She
had red
with
hair?
a shriekish voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get the joke.
Yeah.
I agreed without thinking. I hadn't the slightest intention of going back to the dance, and going by my experience, there was nothing to do in the camp at night, especially as I knew a couple of nice stories, which would be able to really scare Ulyana, and that was awesome. You first.
Okay.
Her hair looks brown. I didn't recognize her. She made herself comfortable and braced the chairs back with her arms and moved the
Her
candles
eyes
as
are
close as possible.
scary.
Yeah, they are. They're like
They're all
haunted.
yellow.
I sit on chairs like that. If it's a chair, like
Yeah.
I'll spin around. I'll always sit like that because it's weird and it's more comfortable on my back.
Yeah.
And anyways, I appreciate that. That's why she's my favorite. She sits on the chair wrong.
She's relatable.
Yeah. She made herself comfortable. Oh, I said that right. Kind of.
Once upon a time in the village far away lived a boy.
I-
Just a normal boy. He went to school, play with other children. There's nothing special about him.
I assume this is her. I don't know who it is.
It said she's telling a story.
Oh, maybe you don't know that. I'm kidding. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
One day, he made a bet with his friend. He wasn't scared to go to an abandoned house.
We're getting at the long pause. So, what was in the house?
Don't interrupt me!
Inventing it in the fly? She pouted her lips and continued.
They say a witch have lived. They say a witch have lived in that house. And people still see a ghost there in the night. Nobody knew for sure, but everybody was scared. The boy had said it was all nonsense and he was ready to spend the whole night in there. So he did, but he didn't return in the morning. He was found hanged.
Ulyana stopped talking again. Thrilling. Did he hang himself with his shoelaces? I said skeptically. She frowned again. Is that the end?
Of course not!
Oh.
They buried the boy the way it was supposed to be, confident stuff. His relatives and friends grieved, but they couldn't bring him back. After a few days, people started to disappear in the village. Nobody knew how or why. They just vanished in thin air. Villagers wanted to call the police, but a friend of that boy who hanged himself in the witch's house told him that he'd seen the boy. Nobody believed him at first, but people kept on disappearing. Then the villagers decided to dig up the coffin. There were long nail scratches on the inside lid, but there was no body. Where did he go?
I know the answer. You should know this too. It's Cotton Eye Joe. Ulyana moved the candle away from her and made a scary face, or at least what she thought was scary.
In the end, all the villagers disappeared, and the occasional passers down near the witch's house tell what they saw 2 ghosts.
Ulyana blew out her candle and stopped talking. Oh, it looked like the story was finished. Wonderful. I was comedic as hell. I applauded. Not quite Pulitzer Prize worthy, but...
Are you scared? Frightened?
Oh, I'm just shivering all over.
Oh, whatever. Tell your story then. I sure won't even flinch.
I bet she will.
Did she? Okay, did she say Finch? She might have said
I
Finch.
don't think so, but this is very important.
Yeah.
No, she did
She did say Flinch. Okay, just checking.
Good for you. Good for you.
Oh, good,
All right.
good.
I collected my thoughts and decided to tell a story I had read on the blog of an acquaintance of mine a few months back. He was quite a good storyteller. At least I liked his style, so success was guaranteed.
Once upon a time, if it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe.
I certainly don't remember the story word for word, so I told it with my own words. There's a faraway space station, the last boundary of humanity, located on the border of a hostile civilization, the third month of the ceasefire. It can't be really called a ceasefire, more like a not a war. A small group of survivors is exhausted by a long siege. On one hand, they can't retreat, leaving the outpost. On the other hand, they can't understand why they won't even last a minute if the enemy attacks. Despair is the best word to describe their situation. The food is running out. There's ammo only for a few shots, which will only seem like greeting fireworks. There's only plenty of air and water owing to the regeneration systems. Okay. People didn't talk to each other for weeks at a time. They may just not see the point of wasting their time on communication while death is at the door, or behind meters thick station armor to be precise. It is really better to just wait for the rescue. This is just weird. It is really better to just wait for the rescue or enemy's attack. Both outcomes will lead to the end of this torture. The situation looks like a chess game against the invisible opponent. It's the hardest part. Endgame. Any wrong move will lead to defeat. Yours or your enemies. But does the enemy know about it? They may be afraid of making a wrong move too. Meanwhile, the humans may move their king, but only one square forward and then one square back again. Any other move will automatically lead to defeat. A step forward is an implied threat to attack, and a step backward is a deliberate necessity of defense. The game would be much easier if the opponents was sitting in front of you. Even an experienced chess player can't hide nervous eye movements, the occasional drop of sweat or shaky hands. On the one hand, everything is futile. Everyone realizes that the situation is hopeless because no one will decide to make a move to escape the intimate defeat. On the other hand, when seeing the opponent in front, this is like him talking about stars again. When seeing the opponent in front of you, understanding that he is totally like you and can make a mistake, you can more easily mistake everything. The opponent may feel the same difficulties. These are the circumstances of a few men and women on the edge of the universe. There were no orders from headquarters for several days. The last orders had contained nothing useful, only the usual demand to keep on defending. One square forward, one square backward, the swinging of an eternal pendulum. At the beginning of the fourth month, the commander decides to retreat. He reasons that the lives of his soldiers are more important than the mythical ideas of humanity. No one will judge him for this. Moreover, they can't change anything. The preparations don't take much time. The greatest asset you can save from a sinking ship is your life. The whole station crew board the rescue vessel. The launcher sentences 3, 2, 1, and nothing. The bay doors don't open. They send mechanics to check the malfunctions, but they don't find anything. The doors should open, but they don't open the second time or the third time. The commander orders his crew to leave the station in rescue pods, but they can't launch either. They explain it as technical malfunctions. The crew tries to communicate with headquarters in vain. You can go ahead if you want. After a few days, the executive order notices that there's nothing on the radars, nothing at all. No plans, no astronaut ships, it's just an endless darkness. They run out of food in a month. Everybody thinks that this is the end, but no one dies, not after a day, a week, or not even a month. As if there's no need for food, just saying. At this moment, the majority of the crew goes insane. Some of them just stay in their rooms and pray. Some wander around the station. Some try to commit suicide. But neither point-blank shots with a plasma gun, nor hydra tank diving, nor even simply shitting. Slitting the veins brings any results. Days pass by, months, and maybe even years. Nobody keeps track of time. Insane people recover their minds again, and normal people go insane. It repeats many times. In the end, the crew accepts his condition. They start to make up occupations, theatrical staging, sports tournaments, readings of self-written books. A lot of family couples appear and many more break up. It is an infinite flow of time and inclusive of human life, and only the darkness on the radar reminds them of the emptiness outside. But there is an emptiness inside the station too. In the end, people stop living. They just lie in their rooms and sleep. Not 24/7 at first, but as time goes by, they learn to fall into a trance. Every person has his own dreams. And one returns to his childhood. One gets his lost love back. One defends the ideals of humanity with a blaster in his hands. Some others just wandered space. Shabby from skirmishes with the enemy, a rescue vessel docks on the station. The boarding squad gets inside. The whole station looks like a piece of scrap metal with floated in space for thousands of years. The reactor had shut down a long time ago. There were marks and laser shots on the walls. The equipment was all smashed. They found decayed skeletons of people who died horribly defending their frontier of humanity and almost lost the room. And the only cryptic message sent to the headquarters implied that something was wrong. Save us. We just want to die. I finished the story. Okay. I thought I was going somewhere. You think it's going to be a picture of her scared or distressed, or just like a generic standing there distressed?
Yeah.
Generic?
The second one.
Yeah. I finished the story and looked up Ulyana. Her face was concealed by the darkness. So that's the story. I blew out the light. No. Ulyana shrieked, rose up, and threw herself from me. So I was right. She did get scared. Oh, and then it cuts to the picture of her on top of you. We fell on the floor. Okay.
Kinda.
But it's not the same. They didn't copy and paste it. So
Look how tiny her leg is.
It's alarmingly small, like a child.
Concerning.
Yeah, concerning. What's up with you?
Nothing.
Her voice sounded very scared. Looks like my story hit the jackpot. I mentally congratulated myself. Ulyana wasn't having fun, though. She embraced me, shivered, and sobbed. Oh, gosh. What's wrong with you, you silly thing? I patted her head. It's just a story. It's not real. Ulyana cuddled up to me more. Were you that scared?
Yeah.
Frankly, I didn't expect such an honest answer from her. Everything's all right. The front of her hair looks like the top of a tomato or something. What do you call that? Like, leaves.
It looks like a starfish or a lotus flower.
Like, color that green and put it on an orange or something. It looks like the top of a fruit. Like
strawberry.
Leaves. Yeah. Everything's all right. Time heals all wounds. She'll calm down.
Listen, Samuel.
What?
Never mind. It's nothing.
She buried her face in my chest. All right. Minutes passed. Okay, I understand. Maybe we should go now. Oh, come on. I listened. Ulyana snored quietly. Hey, wake up. Can you even fall asleep from fear? Wake up, I said. No reaction. I tried to stand up. Ulyana certainly didn't weigh more than 40 kilograms. Google that. What is that, like 80 pounds?
I don't know.
It's not 80, but I think it's around that.
Google it.
It's small, but imagine yourself lying under such a weight. Imagine myself lying under what, 50 pounds? I could get up under 80 pounds. Okay, to be fair, that'd be a little annoying. It's not really easy to stand up. You would think that Ulyana was dead if not for her breathing. I certainly could make more effort, but then I'd wake her up and it'll start all again. Such an unenviable situation.
88 pounds.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not light, but you can push that off of you. I would just push it off. It's not like it's 200 pounds where it's like, even then you can push 200 pounds. You could push, it suck, but you could push 200 pounds.
Easy.
So he's just bitching. There's the option to wait until she wakes up by herself, though. She certainly won't sleep all the way until morning after such a story. I looked through the window at the starry sky. Olga Dmitrievna was peering in and shaking her head disapprovingly. Semyon, what have I told you about sleeping with all the girls?
Yeah, in the library.
What have I told you about sleeping with the girls? We don't do that in the library.
You have to run away into a forest or sneak into their cabin at night to do that.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if there really is a
or get them drunk. Yeah.
And also and there has to be a rape accusation involved in this one, which there has been. In this playthrough, she did that already in the woods. My eyes slowly closed, and in a moment I fell asleep. Oh, now is a good time for Olga Dmitrievna. I don't think it's going to happen, them getting caught, but they should. All right, that is where we're going to stop for all time. But you know what? Tomorrow, I'll reconsider.
Continuing?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, everybody. We're gonna do. Yeah.
Ulyana.
Ulyana next time.